In The Wolf You Feed, the 7th episode of the Terminal List, Dark Wolf, Ben pins Haverford for his treacherous nuclear connections with Iran. When all is said and done, Ben and his team members, Tal, Mo, and Landry, are able to clear their names, and they are given the chance to join the CIA's prestigious ground branch. James Reese, played by Chris Pratt, also returns in the Terminal List, Dark Wolf Season 1 finale. This is his first appearance since the Dark Wolf debut episode. The sequel's main focus was Ben's past following his dishonorable discharge from the Navy SEALs, but there are still many unsolved mysteries that build up Dark Wolf Season 2. The fact that Reese and half of Alpha Platoon, including Boozer, played by Jared Shaw, saved Ben was possibly the most shocking revelation of the Terminal List, Dark Wolf Season 1 finale. Given what we know about Ben's involvement in the cover-up and conspiracy that started with Alpha Platoon's deadly ambush in the Terminal List, these details in Dark Wolf heighten the shock and tragedy of his eventual betrayal. Ben had to put himself back on the grid so that Tal could use Haverford's VPN and determine his whereabouts in order to track him down. Tal had everything she needed to use her sophisticated hacking talents to track down Haverford, who she knew would be tracking the attack on Ben, and obtain the information that revealed Haverford to be an American traitor. To make sure Haverford was still pursuing the attackers for the entire time, Ben had to repel the armed attackers for 15 minutes while maintaining the firefight. Tal would not have been watching battle that was already concluded, thus he would have missed Haverford's signal if Ben had attacked too soon or too forcefully. Artem and Cyrus, two important figures in the Iranian nuclear negotiations with Haverford, are eliminated by Landry and Mo. In Dark Wolf Episode 6, Cyrus and Haverford plan to give Iranian Prime Minister Youssef Saad real nuclear bearings. Artem served as the Quds Force's banker and intermediary. As the police sirens begin to sound, Ben checkmates Haverford by placing a file of evidence on the table. Tal has evidence that Haverford organized the Quds Force attack on Ben and his group in Germany that almost killed Mo, and he had access to Haverford's traitorous communications with Iran. Furthermore, Haverford acknowledges that he hired the killer who planted the car bomb on Ben's vehicle. Eliza's blood is on Haverford's hands, but Ben was the intended victim. In order to prevent Haverford from receiving a star at the CIA headquarters in Langley, Ben spares his life. Behind jail, he will live out the rest of his days ashamed and regretful.